What was, I guess, the balance there yesterday, today of going hard in practice or live? Like, did you go live at all?
No, we went a lot live today. It was a pretty lively practice, good practice. Guys got through all the stuff, so it was good.
I mean, you've talked a lot about transition defense and turnovers. A lot of that feels more mental in a lot of ways.
Well, a lot of it is mental, it's technique, it's discipline. They're going to stay at it. They're not going to relent. They're going to do it every time, and we have to be ready for that. You can't take breaks. We've had in 2 of the 4 games we've had pretty big leads, and they've made comebacks because I thought we kind of took like a break, and we just can't do that against them.
How is this team similar to, or in this case, your team similar to or different from the team you saw in the playoffs last year?
Pretty similar. I mean, almost exact team. But Siakam came in at the middle of the year, and now he's been there a whole year. So I think they've adjusted. He's playing even better, which is hard to say because he's been playing terrific. So so they're the same team.
You mentioned Dame being able to do more yesterday. How do you kind of react to that?
Pretty good. We didn't do much with him today, though, so we kind of shut him down in a lot of ways today. He did some conditioning work, but, he's not at that point where 2 days in a row. That's just too much.
You guys have kind of moved into making the offense kind of all about Giannis here.
Yeah.
How do you feel like he can maybe control the game? You talk about turnovers. Like,
Yeah, with tempo, tempo attacks, and then when he's off the ball, some of the actions that he needs to run. So, yeah, he's good at it.
So with that, I mean, Indiana, once Nemhard and Neesmith came back for them, they have gone full court, 94 feet more often. I think maybe last year at times it was a switch up.
Yeah.
So what? I don't know. I mean, that would be different for Giannis or the founder maybe.
Well, we'll see. I mean, if they're willing to put a guard on Giannis, we'll see if they do that. Typically, they put pressure on their positional guy. So if they want to do that, that means a big is guarding Ryan or whoever else, and we'll give it to them. So either way.
Bobby seems fired up. He was talking about it.
Bobby?
Yeah, I mean, so
Do you know a non-fired up Bobby? Yeah.
how do you temper that though?
I don't right now. I let him be as fired up as he wants to be, and as involved and fiery in practice is great. I love it. And then when we get closer to the game, you try to talk, tell them all the difference between being having emotions and being emotional. It's natural. I mean, if you love basketball, you got to be fired up about this time of the year.
When we talked kind of about how we try to slow down Giannis, it's like, all right, well, can we do it in single coverage, double coverage?
They'll do everything. They'll guard them single coverage. They'll switch some. They'll double team some. It's the same thing that we have to do with Halliburton and Siakam. All 3 of those players are too smart for one coverage. We know that, and they know that, and both coaching staffs will adjust and try to mix it up.
I was going to ask with Halliburton, is there a preference, like getting to lean more to a passer, more to a scorer?
Just not having the ball. That would be the one thing, but that's hard to do. So we just got to try to stay in front of him as much as we can and take away his easy threes.
AJ has played such a big role for
Yeah.
this year. His playoffs last year weren't maybe as good as he was.
Yeah, he struggled, but it was his first time, also. And AJ hadn't played a lot of minutes up into that, so he's played the whole year this year. And again, guys, like you don't know as a coach, listen, I've been in a lot of these, and I can't tell you who's going to play well. I really can't. There's always going to be somebody on our team that has an unbelievable series that we don't know who it's going to be. I'm hoping it's all of them. And the same with them, I thought Nemhard destroyed us last year in the playoffs, and so we have to be ready for that.
With Giannis's game, we can look at almost every part and attribute it to strength or smartness or just power.
Yeah.
Passing is the one thing I'm not satisfied with the answer. What makes him such a good passer?
Well, because he draws the most attention, and so he has clear targets, and that has helped him. I think giving him the ball has really helped that part of him. That has nothing to do with the power game. That has to do more with the mental game and the cerebral game. And if I think he's done anything this year. That's the biggest improvement he's made. He sees things. He's calling things. We ran a play today where he took the third option on something that we never get to, and that he couldn't have done that last year. And so that's been great.
So just by the fact that he draws more attention, that opens up people, but then he can see them?
Yeah, and he has to make the right choice. Now, the repetition of that helps. You know, we worked on trapping today. We moved all our players. Every play, we put a guy in a different spot, so he couldn't get used to the same guy being in the same spot. And he was fantastic.
Has this added a new element of fun for him?
Yeah, it would for me. I mean, I wasn't that good as a player, so I didn't have but one element. Pass it to Dominique, you know. But yeah, I always try to put myself in the brain of a great player, which I fail at, you know. But yeah, I think all these new challenges, these guys want challenges. They want new things. Or they would love when people say they can't do something, and they work at it, and they're talented enough to do it, you know. I could have given the ball to a lot of guys. It wouldn't have worked, you know, but giving it to him has been fantastic.
But there usually has to be a symbiotic relationship between your point and your coach.
Yeah.
You want to see the same
Yeah.
thing, or you learn from each other.
Yeah, and that's what we're doing with our film work. We're doing a lot of film work. You know, after a game, there's 2 or 3 plays, and I'll say, Giannis, see this, or this is what I'm looking for. And it's been good. It's really helped us, too. It's been really good. It's been a lot of fun for me.